Hi guys, my name is Elvis and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you two very good distinct ways that you can make money with while you're in university in Kenya. Well, getting to university for anyone in Kenya is actually something that is kind of a success. But really when you get to university, you have expenses, you have needs, you have things that you want to purchase. Mostly we have a dependent kind of algorithm where we think that our parents are going to give us this money, which is actually very okay. If your parents are able to give you that money, that's still okay. But someone could think, what could I do in university that could help me make some more money while I'm still studying? Today I'm going to be talking about two things. The first one is graphic design. Number two, there is web design. There are other various ways that you can make money in university. We have writing, where you can do maybe all these projects that actually happen. You can do article writing and the rest. But for me, I'm going to be specializing with two, that is graphic and web design. Because these are the things that I've actually done myself and I've found that they are very relevant for me. And these are things that have actually helped me. So the first thing is graphic design. Graphic design, you've all heard about graphic design. Now, before you get started in graphic design, you need to understand that it is actually a field that is growing in a very high speed, and basically it's an exponential kind of field. So like for example, the first thing that you need to do and to understand as a graphic designer is that you're going to be involved in working in projects such as logo design. We have business card design, we have company profiles, brand identity design, and all these things are things that you can actually be able to learn, and things that can actually help you in making the right decision in life. So as for the first thing, as a graphic designer, you need to learn how to use a software like Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is actually an industry standard software for graphic designers. It is very good for photo manipulation, removing backgrounds from photos, creating very good posters. You're actually going to find a lot of posters currently have been created using Adobe Photoshop, which actually happens to be a very, very good software when it comes to even becoming creative with images. A lot of things have actually been done with Photoshop, that is, when it comes to photo manipulation and all these things. Another software that you need to learn as a graphic designer is Adobe Illustrator. Adobe Illustrator is a very good software when it comes to maybe creation of vector graphics like logos, business cards, company profiles, and all these various things. You can even create brochures with Adobe Illustrator. And Adobe Illustrator happens to be an industry standard for anyone who wants to get into graphic design. You need to understand that. With the other software, we have software like Adobe InDesign, which is very good for publications, magazines, newspapers, and all these things. We still have an idea of something that we call Canva. It is important for you to understand all these things, but highly I would recommend for you to learn on how to use Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator. Now, how do you make the money? You make the money by providing graphic design services. Now I'll give you a brief example. When I was in university, I used to have these jobs that I used to get and gigs where someone will send me information and tell me they have a certain event that they're holding and they need a poster for that. So I'm the one who's going to conceptualize the whole idea of that poster and come up with something that they're going to use to advertise online and also use for print media. And I used to maybe make like 350 shillings to 1,000 shillings per poster, which was something that is very good. You can eventually advertise your services online using social media, or even advertise on a platform called Gigi that you do the various services that are involved in graphic design. You can say you can create logos, you can say you can create company profiles, business cards, and all these things. That's the first way that you can make money. You can even charge, like have a flat rate of your services. You can have like logo design, you can charge from 1,000 all the way up. You can have posters, a flat rate of 500 shillings all the way up. And this one is actually going to help you. Now, the second thing that I'm going to be discussing about is web design. Now, when I mention the term web design, someone might think, how will I start becoming a web designer? Well, normally, traditionally, you had to learn something like HTML, CSS, and inculcate something like JavaScript. Well, today in the modern world today, you don't really have to learn all these things, because all you need to do is to learn how to use a content management system. A content management system eliminates the need for you having to code or maybe use all these various scripting languages to create a website. A good example of a content management system is WordPress. WordPress is actually very good when it comes to the creation of websites. Like for example, someone will tell you, I need a website created using WordPress. So when it comes to creating a website using WordPress, you have to understand that WordPress uses themes and plugins. Themes give the website an appearance, and plugins improve functionality. So someone will tell you, I need a website that looks like this and this and this, and I need a certain function. Like someone will tell you, I need a function like if someone clicks on a certain WhatsApp button, it's going to take the user directly to my WhatsApp, to maybe the client's WhatsApp number. And these are things that you can actually achieve using plugins. Well, it doesn't take long to learn how to use WordPress. I actually teach individuals on how to use WordPress. It's something that is very easy to learn. It is very swift, and it's actually, you don't need to have any knowledge when it comes to programming and all these things. However, with the knowledge in programming, you're actually going to be far ahead. But you can actually start as a beginner for the first time, and you're going to really understand how to use WordPress in creation of websites. You're going to interact with page builders like the Elementor page builder. And well, eventually you're going to be very successful when it comes to the creation of websites. You can actually move out and venture out to a global scale, where you go to websites like Upwork and maybe post your services, and people are actually going to come and pay for your services, the services that you're actually providing. And basically you're going to become a freelancer. Well, locally you can even charge from maybe 10,000 shillings for a website. And as a student, I tend to believe that you making such a kind of an amount from creating websites will really help you even in offsetting your own bills or even paying your school fees. Those are two ideas that I think that you could maybe conceptualize and act upon. And these are actually going to help you when it comes to, even making some extra money for yourself, or even some extra cash when you're in university. Well, that's for me, guys. I highly recommend that you try these things. They're going to set you financial, they're going to give you that kind of sense of financial freedom. And well, eventually, it's going to be something that is going to help you a lot as you continue with your studies in university, college, or even in a tertiary institution. All you need to make sure is that you have a laptop and the correct software and the correct learning material. You can actually access most of these on YouTube, because we have all these classes that are happening on YouTube, and all you need to do is dedicate some time and learn how to use things like WordPress, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Canva, all these things, and eventually start making money for yourself. Well, thank you for listening in, and thank you for watching. My name is Elvis, and I hope that you like the video. Leave a comment and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.